Reconciliation Day by Christopher Fowler. In this novella, a collector of rare manuscripts has hunted down the only copy of a book that has an unseen missing chapter. Inside the chest drawers were a number of gaudy icons, all fake, priests' robes embroidered with red silk, brocaded white christening dresses, hand-stitched blankets, and at the bottom, a few books. I removed the stack, checking out of the window. Michaela was stumping about in the courtyard, trying not to look suspicious. The blue leather cover jumped out. It was entirely blank, with one gold word embossed on the spine: Dracula. I had to take a moment, after all this time, thinking that maybe it didn't even exist. The book had never been opened. You can always tell a virgin copy by the way the pages seem reluctant to leave one another. The tiny ticking sound the spine makes as it's stretched for the first time. The reluctance of the covers to move further apart. It was unsullied, probably the first and last one, the only one. Stupidly, I'd forgotten to bring my cotton gloves. I didn't want to release sweat marks onto the pages, but I had to open it and check. The book's crimson edges had dried, so that their colouring had turned powdery and dusted off on my fingertips. But its snow-white interior had no discoloration, and the smell of the print was still strong. The publication date matched. The ending was brief, but new to my eyes, describing the utter destruction of the castle. It seemed desultorily flat and poorly written, as if it had been tacked on because the author had no other way of remembering the story. I could see why he had subsequently removed it. Turning to the early section, easily the best part of the book in my opinion, I searched to see if there were any other editions. Somehow I already knew what I was going to find. The chapter about Harker and Dracula's library was there intact. I wanted to sit down and read it right then, but had to content myself with riffling through the pages just to prove that I was not hallucinating. Without wasting another second, I removed the copy I had made from my rucksack and put it in the original's place. The only thing I'd failed to realise was that the real edition had painted edges. I felt sure no one here would know or care, but I wondered if it had been printed that way or if the priest had marked it himself. Whatever. Back at home, the literary world would sit up and take notice. When they saw what I had, my name would live on, forever linked to Bram Stoker's Dracula.